This video brought to you by Bodega Cooler. Consider a Bodega Cooler for your next RV, overland, or camping adventure. And Linerx, custom fit floor mats and cargo liners for your car. Check out Linerx for all of your vehicle protection needs. And Fast Wheels, a proudly Canadian alloy wheel brand covering a wide range of alloy wheel styles. All right, guys, welcome back to Ed's Garage, day 2 of the cross-continental journey. So if you haven't been following along, basically we are on a 15,000 plus kilometer drive across Canada and then across the United States. Currently we are stopped between Golden and Banff, British Columbia. And you can see we have some pretty epic views here. Check this out. Deep in the Rockies now. Leslie taking a selfie over there. So far, so good. So yesterday we had a bit of a rough start, but today's been fantastic. And the rest of the day yesterday was fine, honestly, as well. Couple little things. We had a hubcap fly off here and the dust cap went flying, so we had to buy a new dust cap for that. Other than that, trailer's been really good. We had a little bit of a trailer sway issue because I had the 50 liters of water in the back here on the very back of the trailer, and it was reducing the tongue weight in such a way that I was getting a little bit of trailer sway, tail wagging the dog, that sort of thing. So we had to move the tanks into the back of the car. They fit on the ground perfectly fine behind the seat. But other than that, car's doing well, trailer's doing well, the scenery is amazing, and we're going to continue on through Banff, and we'll give you a little bit of a video montage on that. So see you later. All right, we have made it to Canmore, Alberta, and currently at a Petro-Canada charging up, getting 181 kilowatts. That's pretty good. It's ramping up a little bit. It's 182 now, so yeah, we'll see what that gets to. So far, so good. Trip is great. The surroundings here are amazing. I'm gonna get this on video a little bit here so you can see. I'll walk over here. So, one thing I have noticed, I've come to a small realization, and that is that on a trip like this, with an EV that's capable of charging as fast as the Ioniq 6 does, stopping to charge is actually not really a big deal. I mean, when all the chargers don't work, sure, that's a different story, but when they do work and stopping to charge for, you know, half an hour, even an hour, whatever, it's really been no big deal at all, because when you stop is when you tend to eat. So, you know, you drive a little bit in the morning, you stop, you make yourself some breakfast and coffee, you drive a little bit, you stop, you charge, you have some lunch, you drive a bit, you stop and charge and have some dinner, and then you drive a bit and camp. That works. So far, that's been exactly how it's been going so far. Anyway, we're gonna get fully charged here. Well, maybe get it up to 80% and then head into Calgary and find a Walmart to top up at. All right, till then. Actually, before I stop recording here, just want to show you, so pretty much every single place we've gone so far, the trailer on the back hasn't really been much of an issue. It has made it a little bit more interesting to line things up, but as you can see with this particular station, the cord is long enough to reach. All right, so we are headed out of the Rockies now, basically headed towards Calgary. As you can see, we got the last few Rocky Mountains in the background here. Yeah, so as soon as we hit this large section of flat road, we started getting very, very good consumption. It's 26.7 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers right now. So that's pretty awesome. And it seems to steadily be going down. So once we get to Calgary, we'll see what it looks like as far as consumption. But yeah, isn't this gorgeous? We've passed through the most beautiful part of British Columbia and Alberta, and now it's going to be boring, flat roads. But Calgary is apparently a very beautiful city. We've never been there before, so we're really excited to check it out. Once we've been in Calgary, we're going to go down to Vulcan, Alberta, because I'm a huge Star Trek fan. So got to see the Enterprise there and get a picture in front of the sign. So that'll be kind of cool. But so far everything's going great. We got 85% at that Petro-Canada back there. Yeah, we've got, I think, about 100 kilometers to go still to get into Calgary. So there is obviously a ton of stuff to see in the Rockies, guys. And if you're wondering why we didn't, you know, explore a little bit or take more video of the Rocky Mountains, to be honest, we've already done it all. So we've been to the Rocky Mountains quite a few times. And this time was just really about getting through it and getting into areas that we haven't been before. So we are now beyond where we've ever been. We've never been this far in southern Alberta. We've been to Edmonton, so that's as far into Alberta as we've ever been. So this is all very new and uncharted territory for us. So we're pretty excited about that. But all right, we just got to a charging station in Calgary. We're just waiting for this guy to finish up. He's just going to be a few minutes. There's other stations around, but we actually wanted to pick a slow one, believe it or not, because we need some time. We're going to go to the store. There's a Canadian Tire back there that we're going to go to. And we're already at 54% anyway. But check this out. I wanted to show you guys this. When we got here, this was 22.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, having driven 111 kilometers. So that means with that sort of consumption, we should be able to go 350 kilometers on one charge. How awesome is that? So that is actually over what I was hoping for. It's significantly more. And it just goes to show those hills in British Columbia really, the mountain passes, whatnot, really killed the range. But as soon as we hit flat ground and it was just smooth sailing, the range has just increased dramatically. So that's pretty awesome. About 100 kilometers of extra range is a nice buffer. But anyway, so we're gonna just quickly charge up to 100% here, go into the store and get a mattress because our trailer bed is rather hard, so we're gonna get a soft topper basically for it. And then we're gonna head to Vulcan, Alberta, and take some pictures, and then possibly head up to Drumheller from there. So do a bit of a zigzag detour both ways. All right, I'll start recording again when we're there. All right, so we're on our way to Drumheller. We decided to abandon the plans to go to Vulcan just because it was basically 2 hours out of the way. It just didn't make sense to go there just for the sign and the Starship Enterprise. So we decided to just head off to Drumheller because we really want to see the hoodoos. There's some cool campsites there. But yeah, we're going along here. The roads are incredibly straight. I mean, have a look at this road in front of us. It just goes on as far as the eye can see. It's pretty cool though. The other thing that you'll notice is some yellow fields off in the distance there. They're everywhere as well. There's a few things that Alberta is known for, and I don't know if a lot of people realize just how much canola production happens here, but you see that field right there, that's all canola. To my left here probably was canola. It looks like it might have been harvested already. I don't know how they harvest that stuff necessarily. But yeah, so I mean, it's known for obviously, West Edmonton Mall and the Calgary Stampede and the oil fields and oil sands and the oil rigs that you see everywhere. But also canola oil. They're a massive exporter of canola oil. So you see a lot of these yellow fields, and they're absolutely stunning. I mean, this landscape is super boring, but look at how bright yellow these canola fields are, and there's quite a few of them. It's pretty cool. There's another one over there, actually, way off in the distance. All right, we have made it to a campsite here in Drumheller. So yes, that's right, our first pay campsite of the trip. Only our second campsite of the trip. But the reason we actually picked this site was because it's fairly close to the Tyrrell Museum that we're going to tomorrow, and the Hoodoo Valley as well. I'm enjoying an ice cream here, thanks to our bodega cooler. It's sitting in there, keeping our ice cream frozen and our drinks cold. Guys, oh, actually, before I go, let me tell you what we've got so far as how far we've driven and what sort of consumption we've used, etc. Ignore my tire pressure monitor warning. All right, so the consumption wasn't spectacular up to Drumheller, but this is what it's looking like so far. So 1,033 kilometers, total time driving, 14 hours and 25 minutes, and 28.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Take all of that with a grain of salt because there was a lot of standing around and not driving with the car running. So it calculates that in the time as well. But to get up to here normally takes about it's just under 1,000 kilometers actually. And with a gasoline vehicle, you can do it in about 12 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours if you take your time. We obviously took our time, and it took us 14 hours, 52 minutes. Obviously, we had to do some charging along the way as well. At the end of this trip, I'm going to have a total calculation of how much time we charged and how many kilometers we put on and whatnot. But that's it. That's where we're at for now. So it's only day 2. Got a long way to go. We've only done 1/15 of this journey. So again, stay tuned for future videos. I'll probably try to post one at least once a day. Thanks so much. Take care.